Hey there, viewers! Have you been trying to get in shape? Are your daily trips to the gym not showing the results you wanted? Well, your diet is probably the cause of this. Let's talk today about some foods that are preventing you from losing weight. Are you eating too many chips? What about soda? Wait a second, do I really need to cut back on alcohol? We're talking all of that and more. First of all, yes, you really need to cut back on the booze. I know most of us are still in COVID mode, trying to get back to our lives before the pandemic. The problem is that many are bringing an awful drinking habit back with them. In Canada, for example, the consumption of alcohol among adults 35 to 54 by over 25%. This was just in 2020. Heavy drinking is linked to increased weight gain. Alcohol, particularly beer, gives you a ton of empty calories. While a few brews may be enough to take the edge off after a long day of work, you'll be adding on a couple pounds. On average, you're getting about 7 calories per gram of alcohol. It's safe to say that binge drinking isn't a habit you want to adopt if you're trying to get in shape. The problem is that we're not going to convince you to give up drinking as a whole. What you want to do instead is practice moderation. Instead of your usual 5 or 6 beers, bring it down to 1 or 2. If you're still looking for that evening buzz, you can switch your beer for wine. Experts suggest that a little bit of wine every now and then can actually stop you from gaining weight. We're going to make some enemies with this next one, but stop eating so much pizza. We can already hear your fists pounding on the table. Just hear us out for a second. Sure, pizza is delicious. Pizza is comforting. Pizza makes you feel great, but it's not doing you any favors in the fitness department. I think all of us can agree on that. Take Domino's, for example, but just one medium slice averages about 215 calories. Think about the amount of pizza you eat when ordering in. By the time you're finished, you've probably taken in well over 1,000 calories. Oh, and just so we're clear, the average woman requires close to 1,600 to 2,400 calories per day, while the average man needs about 2,000 to 3,000. It's not just the calories you need to worry about, it's what's in those calories. You'll also be getting closer to a quarter of the sodium you need in just one slice. If you were to eat 5 slices in one sitting, you'd be going over your sodium requirement for the day. Now that's a lot of salt. On top of that, you're getting only 25 grams of carbohydrates with only 1 gram of fiber. Again, moderation is key when it comes to losing weight. So instead of stuffing your face, maybe only do a couple slices. You'll start feeling much lighter when you wake up in the morning. Not a morning person? Well, we're about to make them worse. Stop it with the sugary coffees. Some people can't function throughout the day without their early morning coffee trip. Well, as it turns out, those visits to the drive-thru are doing more harm than good. You've probably heard that coffee can boost your metabolism and increase the amount of fat you burn. Well, it's only a specific type of coffee that can do this. If you're not drinking pure black coffee, you run the risk of weight gain. Putting artificial cream and sugar in your coffee can really throw a wrench in your weight loss regimen. Like alcohol, you're only consuming empty calories. Drinking your coffee black with no cream or sugar is the best choice. It may be an acquired taste, but believe me, your waistline will thank you in the long run. Speaking of sugary drinks, you should probably curb your soda habits. This is a big one. Most of us are drinking way too much soda. Not only will this lead to weight gain, it can also increase your risk of things like heart disease and diabetes. Just drinking 1 can a day has been linked to a greater chance of type 2 diabetes. Just listen to this. The average can of Coca-Cola is about 100 calories. The 27 grams of carbs you're getting are made up entirely of sugar. You're also getting no vitamins and minerals. Your brain doesn't register the calories as a solid food, so when you're drinking can after can, you're not going to feel full. You just end up eating a ton of food on top of all the calories you just drank. This only increases your chances of packing on the pounds. A soda every once in a while is fine, but drinking it every day only puts your health in danger. I would definitely cut back if you're trying to lose weight. While we're on the topic of soda, there's another sugary drink you need to look out for. I'm talking about fruit juice. When you hear the word fruit juice, you may automatically think it's healthy. In reality, store-bought fruit juice has very little to do with actual fruits. Not only do they fill fruit juice with tons of sugar, they're also highly processed with other gross additives. This is what gives fruit juice its distinct taste. In some cases, fruit juice holds more sugar than soda. If you're looking to get your fruit fix for the day, I would just stick to eating whole fruits rather than drinking juice. You'll notice a difference in your weight over time. It's not just sugary drinks you need to give up. White bread may also be an issue. This is one of those things you don't even realize is a bad habit. Eating all your sandwiches with white bread is only going to hurt your chances of weight loss. You see, white bread contains a lot of added sugar. If you're eating it on the regular, it will spike your blood sugar levels. Just a single slice is 66 calories. Outside of a little bit of fiber, potassium, iron, and calcium, you're not getting enough nutrients. A 2014 study showed that people who ate 2 slices of bread a day had a 40% increase in obesity. What you want to do is switch over to wheat bread with no additives. If you're at the supermarket, look for a bag of bread with this label. It's not just bread and soda you need to watch out for. There are also candy and chocolate. Most of us have a craving for some type of sweet. The problem with candy is that it's so accessible. It's also easy to eat too much of it considering how small they are a lot of the time. When it comes to things like chocolate, the average bar totals around 200 to 300 calories. You're getting a ton of sugar with very few nutrients to brag about. I get it. Sometimes there's nothing better than a relaxing day on the couch, watching TV while shoveling candies down your throat. But we often do this without considering the health risks. Like soda, heavy candy consumption can increase your chances of developing heart disease and diabetes. It's also linked with obesity. The chances of us convincing you to go cold turkey on candy are pretty slim, but try to cut back. I can't emphasize moderation enough. The less you eat, the slimmer you'll get. If you want something sweet, try a bit of fruit every now and then. Natural sugar is much better for you than the artificial stuff they pump into candy. Are you a big French fry eater? That might be a problem. Who doesn't love a good plate of fries? Your bathroom scale, that's who. Few things in life give us the satisfaction of a good serving of fries. They're just so bad for your health, especially if you're trying to get in shape. French fries are directly linked to weight gain. The larger your order, the harder it is on your belt. Let's take a look at McDonald's fries, perhaps the most popular French fries across the globe. Just a medium serving averages around 350 calories. In those calories, you're not getting much other than 17 grams of fat, 46 grams of carbs, and 260 milligrams of sodium. As tasty as they are, you can do a lot better than fries. I mean, if one medium serving holds that amount of calories, just think about how bad a large serving is for you. As cringeworthy as the idea of salad with a burger is, you may want to think about it the next time you're at your favorite fast food spot. I'm not just picking on you French fry lovers. Chip lovers, you should also be cautious. Chips are in the same ballpark as candy. They're small and easy to get. You can eat too much without even realizing. Before you know it, you'll have eaten an entire bag all to yourself. Potato chips are linked to obesity. There was a study done years ago which showed that chips may be linked to more weight gain per serving than any other food. To make matters worse, fried potatoes may increase your risk of cancer. This is all due to substances called acrylamides. Now, most people who eat chips are not always doing it with the intent of getting their potato fix. The majority of us want a quick snack. But if you're in fact a potato lover, it may be best to eat them boiled rather than fried or baked. Your diet is clearly important. Not only do you need to worry about the foods that are bad for you, you also need to focus on eating healthier. Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more food-related videos, shall we? Here's what you need to know. Check out 20 nutritious foods you should be eating every day. Or how about 9 healthy foods you can never eat too much of? Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both and learn how you can get in shape with a better diet. Are you considering cutting down on these foods after watching this video? Let us know in the comments below.